Hello students, today we have to see our next topic. In our last lecture we have discussed about the types of the molecular orbitals, that is the sigma molecular orbital and pi molecular orbitals. Sigma molecular orbitals are symmetrical around the bond axis and pi molecular orbitals are not symmetrical because of the presence of positive lobe above and negative lobe below the molecular plane, as I have discussed in our previous lecture. Clear? And the next topic that we have to do today is the electronic configuration and molecular orbital behaviors of the molecules. So the distribution of the electron and an atom in various molecular orbital is called electronic configuration of the molecules. So for homonuclear molecules or diatomic molecules, we have to fill the electrons in the molecular orbitals, and the configuration according to their filling of the orbitals we have to take into the consideration. For example, the configuration will be like sigma 1s and sigma star 1s, sigma 2s and sigma star 2s, and then pi 2px and pi 2py, and then sigma 2pz. These are the orbitals in which we have to fill the electron. As you have learnt that in one orbital you can fill two electrons with opposite spins, same phenomena you have to apply here also. And then there are anti-bonding molecular orbitals, that is sigma star 2pz, pi star 2px and pi star 2py. Clear? These are the molecular orbitals in which you can fill the electrons. And then stability of the molecular orbitals, how you can check? Firstly, you need to know what is Nb. Nb is the number of electrons occupying by bonding molecular orbitals. Note here, sigma 1s, sigma 2s, these are the bonding molecular orbitals. These are without star and lying low the atomic orbitals, as I have discussed in our previous lecture. And Na is the number of electron occupying by the anti-bonding molecular orbitals, means the orbitals that are having star. These are the anti-bonding molecular orbitals, and the number of electrons that are occupying these orbitals will be defined or denoted as Na. And then if Nb is greater than Na, molecule will be stable, and if Nb is less than Na, molecule will be unstable. Clear? Because we have to take number of bonding electron minus number of anti-bonding electrons in case of calculation of the bond order. Clear? If Nb is greater than Na, then we will going to have positive value and molecule will going to have stability. And if vice versa, then molecule will become totally unstable. And next is the bond order. It is defined as the half of the difference between the number of electrons present in bonding and anti-bonding orbitals. As bond order calculation, we can do 1/2 number of bonding electron minus number of anti-bonding electrons. So factor on which the bond order depends will be nature of bond, as single, double or triple, and bond length. Bond order is inversely proportional with the bond length. As you have known, more the bond multiplicity, lesser will be its bond length, and bond order defines the bond multiplicity. Clear? So next is the magnetic nature. If all the molecular orbital have paired electrons, the substance is diamagnetic, and if one or more molecular orbital have unpaired electrons, it is paramagnetic. For example, here I am having two electrons in 1s orbital, sigma 1s molecular orbital. So we can consider that this is example of diamagnetic type molecule. Clear? Because there is no unpaired electron is present here. So next topic we have to do bonding in homonuclear diatomic molecules, means we have to take into consideration a molecule which will going to have the atoms which have same type of the nuclei. For example, H2. There are two hydrogen atom. Each hydrogen atom will going to have one electron in its 1s orbital. Clear? So the two electron system we are considering for this diatomic molecule. The total number of electron is equals to 2. Clear? So how I can fill? As I have written here that the type of configuration that I have to take into consideration: sigma 1s, sigma star 1s, sigma 2s and sigma star 2s. Start from sigma 1s and maximum number of electrons it can occupy will be 2. So both the electrons are filled firstly in the same energy level, because one orbital can occupy 2 electrons with opposite spins. So both the electrons I have filled in this orbital, and these are the atomic orbitals. Both will going to show the filling of 1 electron. Clear? And anti-bonding orbital will going to remain empty here. So now fill the configuration, that is sigma 1s2 in case of hydrogen. Rest of the orbitals are not used. Clear? And if I have to calculate bond order, then how I can calculate it? That is, bond order is half of number of bonding minus number of anti-bonding electrons. So this is 1 by 2, that is number of bonding electron. Number of electron in bonding molecular orbital is 2, and anti-bonding no electron. So I have used here 2 minus 0 and value will be 1. Same, because same as we know that hydrogen is always forming the single bond between its two atoms. Clear? Same we have calculated from here. The bond order that we have calculated is 1. Both the hydrogen atoms are completing its 1s orbital by forming one covalent bond. So same is here answer. And then B2 molecule, we have to see that configuration. Firstly, we have to keep in mind that how many number of electrons are totally present in B2. For each boron 5 electron, and for 2 boron atoms there are 10 electron system is forming here, and number of electrons we have to fill in this diagram. Like, note, for in case of boron, the orbitals that are forming here are forming with sp mixing. Clear? So we can fill for boron as for B2 molecule. This is first sigma 1s orbital, and these are the atomic orbital 1s and 1s orbital, and sigma star 1s orbital, and then sigma 2s, and then 2s, and again 2s orbital, and then sigma star 2s orbital. Clear? That is 10 electron system I am having. Clear? Now the next is the pi to px and pi to py, and then sigma to pz, and then I am going to have sigma star firstly pi star to px and pi star to py, and then sigma star to pz. Note, for 10 electrons I can fill it. This is bonding 2 electrons, and then again 2 electrons, and then again 2, and then again 2 electrons. So here I have filled total 8 electrons and 2. Firstly I will fill it like that, singly filled. Clear? Now configuration I can write: sigma 1s will going to have 2 electrons, and sigma star 1s will going to have 2 electrons, and then sigma 2s again have 2 electrons, and then sigma star 2s having 2 electrons, and then pi to px will have partially filled orbitals, and same for pi to py. These are singly filled orbitals. Clear? Now calculate bond order, that is number of bonding minus anti-bonding. Bonding 2, 4, 5, 6, that is 6 minus 4 divided by 2. So answer will be 1. Clear? So in that way you can calculate bond order for these molecules. Note, in case of boron, carbon and nitrogen, you have to use the same diagram with sp mixing. But in case of nitrogen, oxygen and fluorine, you can use the orbital diagram without sp mixings. Without sp mixing means here you have to take the sigma 2pz orbital in lower energy, means up to this the diagram you have to use will going to remain same for these atoms, but here this orbital will become lower in energy. For these 3 atoms you have to take sigma 2pz of lower energy, then pi 2px and pi 2py orbitals. Clear? So this is the concept of calculation of bond order and molecular orbital diagrams. How you have to fill the electrons, you have to keep in mind. Firstly, the lower energy orbitals you have to fill, and then after filling the orbitals at lower energy first, then you can go for the filling of orbitals of the higher energies. For example, here in this molecular orbital diagram, if you have to find out its magnetic character, then how you can find it? See, singly filled electrons means it is a paramagnetic in nature. Clear? Because you have learned, if the unpaired electrons are present in any orbital, it will going to behave like the paramagnetic molecules. Clear? And you can't fill these 2 electrons here, because at same energy level, firstly you have to fill all the orbitals singly and then you can go for the pairing. Clear? I hope you have cleared all your doubts related to this topic, but still any doubt, then you can ask me anytime. Clear? And the next topic is of hydrogen bonding. That what is the hydrogen bonding? That when highly electronegative elements like nitrogen, oxygen and fluorine form covalent bond with hydrogen, the electron of covalent bond are shifted towards the more electronegative atom. Thus, partial positive charge develops on the hydrogen atom, which forms a bond with electronegative atom of the other molecule. This bond is known as the hydrogen bonds. For example, you are having bond of hydrogen atom with any electronegative atom, for example with fluorine. Clear? So in this bonding, the number of electrons that are taking part in bond formation will going to shift towards the fluorine atom. So here will be partial positive charge and here negative charge. Because of this partial positive charge accumulation, hydrogen can form bond with the electronegative of another atom of the another molecule, and this partial bond formation is known as the hydrogen bonds. Clear? Examples, types of the hydrogen bond: intermolecular hydrogen bond and intramolecular hydrogen bonds. So intermolecular hydrogen bond, it is formed between the 2 different molecules of same or different compounds. For example, HF, like you can write it hydrogen, fluorine, dotted hydrogen. This is a hydrogen bomb formed over here. Clear? Means the bond that is formed between the electronegative atom of the another molecule with by the hydrogen atom of the any different or same type of the molecule. And then intramolecular bond, in this type hydrogen is in between the 2 highly electronegative fluorine, nitrogen, oxygen atoms present within same molecule. For example, you can take the orthonitrophenol, means bonding will be within the same molecule. For intramolecular, like that you can see So this bond formed here is hydrogen bond in this molecule. Clear? So with this topic your fourth unit is completed, and this is the example of the molecule in which you can use the outer d orbital in the configuration. As you know, for phosphorus the configuration is 3s2 3p3, and then 5 ligands, 5 chlorine atoms are attached here. So how you can attach all the ligands with each orbital? You have to shift these electrons to the empty d orbital, and after excited state configuration you can see all these orbitals are going to singly filled, which can form covalent bond with each chlorine atom, and all these 5 orbitals are sp3 dehybridized because one s orbital is used, and these are 3 p orbitals and 1 d orbital is used. So this is the sp3 d type hybridization example. Clear?